Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your main man, Keith Fustus here from Keith Plays PS4927. Happy Wednesday evening and happy Canada Day to all the Canadian viewers on this awesome channel. I decided to do the Toronto All-Time Raptors because they're the only Canada team in the NBA, and this was going to be pretty interesting. So in this matchup, we're going to do the all-time Dallas Mavericks taking on the all-time Toronto Raptors. But today, I am going to make the Raptors wear red uniforms with red with white uniforms, which makes it kind of cool. So they should put the maple leaf on around the Raptors logos and stuff. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to our roster, we got Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Vince Carter, Kawhi Leonard, and Pascal Siakam. And then for the all-time Dallas Mavericks, they got Derek Harper, Ronaldo Blackman, Mark Agurire, Dirk Nowinski, and James Donaldson. So we're going to see you guys at tip-off time in the Scotiabank Arena. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are in action today as the Toronto Raptors and the Mavericks win the tip-off, and they got Derek Harper. I did say we were going to wear those red uniforms with some white today, and I decided to wear some red armbands. You don't see any of the players as of right now on the court, so maybe and future players on the court, and Vince Carter, who just recently retired last week after playing 22 seasons in the NBA, makes it in for 3. So he just retired with the Atlanta Hawks last week after them not making it to Orlando. And now Ronaldo Blackman and Mark Agurire dunks it in for 2 points in the paint area. So now we got some Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors. He is still active with the team. It is now 6-4 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which is the rapper Drake's hometown. He is a big Toronto Raptors fan. Like he goes to almost every single Toronto Raptors game. And he wears the Del Curry jersey. He wore the Del Curry jersey at one of them. I know he's a big NBA fan, but his favorite is his hometown Toronto Raptors. They just won the finals last year against Golden State. Man, people had thought Golden State would win this, but turns out Toronto, they needed a win in Canada. The Larry O'Brien Trophy deserved to go to this country of Canada. And Pascal Siakam makes it in for 3. It's now 12-8. I like these red uniforms for Toronto. I seriously do. I do like this roster on this all-time team. I wish they added Chris Bosh, though. I wish they added him. I wish they added... who else am I thinking of? Hakeem Olajuwon. Well, he only spent 1 season in Toronto after spending a good number, possibly around 18 years with the Houston Rockets, and now Jackson is going to go up. And now we have a 100%, which is an A+. And now Kawhi Leonard will make this in for 3. It's now 17-10 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which was formerly called the Scotiabank Arena, believe it or not, was formerly called the Air Canada Centre back in around 2002. And now some Vince Carter. The Raptors were dominant. They were dominant when they had Vince Carter. I knew, the first couple of playoff runs, they were eliminated first round. That was in Hakeem Olajuwon's only season with Toronto. So, like, they wore those purple. And now we got Tracy McGrady, a distant cousin of Vince Carter, which I never really knew about. Like, I knew that they were a good duo and all that stuff, but I never knew that they were cousins. Never. And now I'm going to pass it off to Team Vince Carter. And yes, we do make the buzzer beater. It is now 26-14. We will see you guys at the 120 mark in the second quarter. All right, now we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 44-21. We are leading by 23. Steve Nash has the ball, and he's going to pass it off to Mark Agurire. So now I'm going to pass it off to some Kyle Lowry. I'm going to pass it off to Jose Calderon. And Calderon shoots it in for three. It's now 47-23. Ronaldo Blackman passes it off to Steve Nash. And then he's going to do a two chance. He has two chances. Chance one, he makes it. So Steve Nash just did a crossover. And now we got some Kawhi Leonard, who is now on the LA Clippers. And now he will shoot this in for 2 points. It is now 49-24 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now we got some Mark Agurire. He's going to pass it off to Donaldson, and then Steve Nash has possession. All right, now he's going to try to shoot it in for three. Will he make it in for three is a real question, and that will be a big yes sirree for him. All right, now we got to use some Pascal Siakam. Siakam makes it in for 3 points. It's now 52-27 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. All right, now Calderon is going to pass it off to DeMar DeRozan, and will DeRozan shoot this in for three. It is now 55-29. We're winning by 26 points here, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the half. Toronto is leading by 26, so this halftime score is the Toronto Raptors 55, the Dallas Mavericks 29. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 55-29 here in the Scotiabank Arena on Canada Day. As it is on July 1st, it's Canada's Independence Day. July 4th is this upcoming Saturday. And the United States has its own Independence Day as well. And it's on that day. The country of France has theirs on July 14th. Mexico's is September 27th, which is my birthday. And it is out of bounds, and the Toronto Raptors have the possession. It's a good thing that they won on Canada Day. And now Vince Carter is ready to shoot this in for three again, and it's now 63-32. We are winning this game. Like, this is why I play the Toronto all-time Raptors. Is because they have a good roster, and now they got Kawhi Leonard ready to shoot this in for three. And it's now 66-34. We're winning by 32 points here. So now Derek Harper is ready to pass it to Dirk Nowinski, the second European player to win the NBA Finals title. And Kawhi Leonard dunks it in for 2 points. So he was the second European-born player to win a Finals MVP. The first player was Tony Parker back in 2007 when he played for the San Antonio Spurs from the country of France. All right, now we got some Kawhi Leonard ready to shoot the ball, and he gets it in the paint. Jason Kidd gets his first shooting foul of the game. So now, will he make it in? No, he will not. At least we made 2 points there, which is good. We're off to a good lead. Now Dirk Nowinski made a layup. Now we got some Damon Stoudemire. Now we're going to use some Tracy McGrady. And he misses it. And now Tyson Chandler passes it off to Jason Kidd. Oh, and Tracy McGrady's going to go up and he will dunk it in for 2 points in the paint. And we are leading by halfway. We're almost we're clearly to 100 points. We're like 3/4 of the way if he makes this in for 3. And we are 3/4 of the way in to 100 points in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I mean, Toronto is a really nice... They say it's really nice. The rapper Drake is from Toronto. And they have that nice... Rogers Center is where the Toronto Blue Jays baseball team plays. And they have a hotel room that you can like see the game and stuff, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I wish the Pirates had that for Pittsburgh. Wish Pittsburgh had that, which makes it really cool. And now Luka Doncic has the ball. He's still active with the team. He's been leading the Mavericks, I think, since Dirk Nowinski's retirement a year ago. And now Pascal Siakam makes this in for 3. It's now 81-40 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And now Tyson Chandler dunks it in. Alright, now I'm going to use some Vince Carter. And he will make this in. It's now 83-42. So we're taking the lead here. And it's the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break here. And we'll see you guys at the 120 mark in the fourth quarter. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are back into action. Alright, now I'm going to use some Fred VanFleet. I'm going to pass it off to DeMar DeRozan. He shoot it. It goes in. It was from the lyrics from the song I Spy with Kyle featuring Lil Yachty. It was like, I'm like DeRozan. If I shoot it, it goes in. Which is a pretty good song in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people like DeRozan. He's really good, DeMar DeRozan. When he played for Toronto, he was really good. Now, since he's on the San Antonio Spurs, he's doing dominant since Kawhi Leonard left San Antonio. Ever since he left San Antonio, it has been big. Now he scored at least 100 points. And now he got Tracy McGrady shooting it in. I don't think, guys, in this episode, we're not going to show statistics because we've done that a lot recently. And now Tracy McGrady dunks it in for 2 points. And now Jamal Mashburn, he's going to... Once we have the ball, we're going to take a small break. And then Jose Calderon gets his first foul. All right, and your player of the game is Tracy McGrady on Canada Day. Here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, wearing the red and white. Supporting the country of Canada. And now we got DeMar DeRozan. He shoots it. He goes in. No, wait, he does not go in. And now Luka Doncic, who now is still on the team. He will lay it up in the paint area there. And now it's 109-56. We got Fred VanFleet. He's going to shoot this in for 3. It's now 112-56. We have been going pretty good about... I think we got the ball there. I'm going to use some Tracy McGrady. He will shoot this in for 3. No, 2, excuse me. And it's now 114-56 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now some Tyson Chandler. And the game is over in Canada. The Toronto Raptors have won on Canada Day. The final score is the Toronto Raptors 114, the Dallas Mavericks 56. Your player of the game is Tracy McGrady. And thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Leave the bell button and see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone. Have a great Canada Day if you're from Canada, and have a great Wednesday.